But for example, like one of my standards for a girl that I would take seriously in the long-term relationship is I don't want a girl who's partying all the time, who's drinking, who's going to bars, who's going to clubs. To me, that does not a good relationship make.
For sure.
So if
and
my
I wouldn't
girlfriend...
want that from my boyfriend. I wouldn't want my boyfriend to feel that about me. And both of these opinions are chill. You know, like you can think your way and find the person that you want to date, and I can think my way and find the person I want to date. And I think both are fine.
But what we as men often hear when we say, yeah, we don't want our girlfriend going out to bars, clubs, parties, going into these party type environments with their typically single female friends.
Who hurt you?
Insecure. We hear insecure, controlling, etc. My view is and you haven't said it, but what they often say is insecure, controlling. What these people call controlling, insecure, I consider just a healthy boundary for a relationship. So I don't know if you have a differing view on that. If you might say that that's acceptable, but you might view it as controlling or insecure. You might say it's not. It's a lack of trust or something.
And it's kind of like I said earlier. It's like it can be either. You know, like, and that's what's the fun of meeting all the people and experiencing people, and like, everyone's so different. And yeah, maybe it'll come from insecurity. You had like a bad ex, or your parents had a bad marriage or something, and then maybe you can take that and work in that relationship to find your good boundary, or it just comes from like personal preference, and you rather your girlfriend not do stuff like that, and you'll find your person that is be like, yeah,
sounds like
I don't need a party. Like that's cool.
Your person would have like no boundaries though. And
I
think that you're, like I said before,
just different than
you're actually someone who has quite like a big personality. And you would require a man who has very strict boundaries.
Big person.
Yeah, you have a big personality. You'd require a man.
I'm really
to
introverted.
Sort of,
this is really like complimentive.
So you'd require a man, from my observation, that would have quite strong boundaries, in order for you to respect him at all. Because
strong
if you
boundaries.
Strong boundaries. Someone who's assertive and someone who's quite a masculine sort of guy.
For sure, and if they mix with mine well, like there's certain things that I would be willing to sacrifice for a relationship, and things that I wouldn't, and they might be different than yours, but it's just like person to person.
Well, I on your note here, you say, I strongly believe that for me to have and I already read this, but I just have a point on it. I strongly believe that for me to have a healthy, long-standing relationship, we need to support each other in experiencing all that life has to offer in sex and love and experiences. When you say that in a relationship, we need to support each other in experiencing all that life has to offer in sex and love and experiences. Are you talking about sleeping with other people while in a relationship?
If it makes sense for me and my partner, yeah.
Well, is that what you want?
Sure. Yeah. If I have a long-standing committed relationship, I definitely see myself being very comfortable. I'm not a very jealous person. And I think the only time that sucks is with cheating, because you're doing something malicious towards me. You are taking my trust for you and deciding that, fuck that, my sexual urges are more important.
So you would step out as well?
If I feel like it, yeah.
If you feel like it.
It's like a very broad way to say that, but like...
But any guy who lets
I'm not a super like...
Yeah, any guy who lets his girlfriend step out is a cock.
I saw
you
a
wouldn't
car
respect
license
a car.
plate on the way here said "Love to Cut." So
well, maybe he's your guy.
I know. I was like trying to wave him down.
Yeah.
I was like, hey.
But the more serious point though is that if that were the case, you wouldn't respect that guy. You'd walk all over him. You would absolutely eat him alive.
Sex is not the only way to respect people.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the actual like fundamental respect in a relationship.
Because my partner is cool with me having a sexual experience outside of a relationship, therefore unrespectable, bad guy, walk all over him. No, I don't feel that.
That's
personally,
what you said.
at least.
I'm more talking about like a fundamental respect that happens in a relationship, and this normally happens when the girl feels like the guy is in control and that he's taking the lead, and that she can respect him, and that she can respect his authority, and she can respect the decisions that he makes, and think if you just let me finish my point, and she respects the decisions that he makes, and that that he's got the lead. When she has a problem, he can solve it. And generally, a guy likes to be respected. We have egos, all of us guys, and like I said before, there's certain superpowers that you girls have that if you just tapped into would be so, so powerful. And one of those things is just making a guy feel respected. If you know how to make a man feel respected.
But I think respect is earned through communication. Like if my partner
closer, like
okay. If my partner is like, if we get together and have a conversation and come to our boundaries and agreements, it's not disrespecting you. Disrespecting you would be to hear what you're cool with and not cool with, like to hear that you don't want me to like flirt people at the bar.
I tell you what,
and then
what
I do.
respect would be. Respect would be me telling you my boundaries and you saying, yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes.
Your mouth is quivering as you're saying.
Yes, Daddy.
That's wrong.
I feel like most healthy, well-adjusted men are not going to be cool with their girlfriend wanting to fuck or actually fucking other dudes.
But you always bring it back to fucking, and it's not like.
But that's what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
This is
That's
totally
pretty important.
Yeah.
Like, okay, fine. I wouldn't
composure.
want you to be. I wouldn't want you to be emotionally cheating either. I wouldn't
Yeah.
want you to be flirting with other dudes either.
Yeah, going out
What
on dates or
what other contexts are there?
Those are great contexts. Just saying, like, they're all going back to fucking. And I don't know. I feel like with the people that I know and surround myself with, where, like, you surround yourself with a lot of people that are in your faith and respect your, like, virginity and probably feel the same.
Most atheist men don't want their girlfriend fucking other dudes. It's not about religion.
I'm not making it about religion. I'm just saying she
decided to her
surrounds
religion.
herself. No, I don't know. I'm just trying
You
to remember.
surround yourself with like-minded people.
Yes.
It's not about.
Thank
the
you.
Liberal atheist men probably don't
my
want
God.
their girlfriend.
It's not about
fucking other
religion.
dudes.
It's just like like-minded people. So
It
I surround
actually
myself with people that
fundamentally
make.
is, 'cause it's a problem of morality. So yeah, it is a religious problem. Yeah. And you're a liberal, I'm assuming? Liberal atheist?
Not an atheist.
You're agnostic?
I don't know.
Spiritual?
She believes in the moon.
I grew up Catholic.
God.
Yeah.
I grew up Catholic, and then I had, I moved out really young, and I kind of stopped practicing faith.
Okay.
So I've never really like picked it up. And actually going to Thailand was like the first time in a long time that I've re-met spiritual people outside
Buddhists?
of. I mean, people from all over, different religions, like Buddhists too, for sure. But yeah, I don't have like a idea of what my faith is, you know. It's like one of those like moments.
Yeah.
Do you ever see yourself being monogamous?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like you'd be a very dangerous person to get into a serious monogamous relationship with, just because of your proclivities towards wanting to experience all that life has to offer in sex and love and experiences.
I would hope that I would find like-minded people that make sense for me. That's what everyone hopes in a relationship. And if we agreed, like, hey, like, let's just do us. That's not gonna, like, again, like, I believe in, like, experiencing everything and not holding people back, but at the same time, like, you're doing a give and take in a relationship.
Sure.
I don't know.